This is a Podfire production.
It's the highest of standards, on the peak we have landed. It's not silver, it's not gold, you want the best, take advantage. Go platinum. You know you wanna do it. Go platinum, you know you wanna do it. Go platinum.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the PSG podcast with Stash today. Stash, man, welcome to the PSG podcast, brother. Good to have you back.
Howdy, mate. What's going on?
Not too much, mate. Just enjoying life at the minute. And we're going to go live today back to the States with Chris and Brett, so that we're going to delve into that as soon as possible. As soon as they see that we are live, I'm guessing that they will request to join. So how's your week been, mate?
Yeah, not too shabby, man. Trying to behave myself, you know. Stepping in, I've got some big shoes to fill today, literally.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big-footed bloke that we're missing today. But
all our thoughts are with him. Hope it goes well.
He'll be right, mate. He's a trooper.
Yeah. So Pugs is not in. So Stash is taking the seat, but we are going to go to the States live with Chris and Brett right now.
Let's go, boys. Where you at? Hey, there they
Here
are.
we are. Hello, fellas.
Hey, boys. What's cracking?
Can you hear me this week?
I
Can you hear me this week?
very, very lightly, mate.
Who we got?
Hang on one sec.
Cool. So we're listening to you live from devices.
We love
What's
that.
happening, boys?
How are we?
Yeah,
Good.
good. Yourselves?
Yeah, awesome. Guess where we are?
From a place we'd rather be.
You ready? Ready? What do you reckon this is?
I'm going to guess it's coffee and cardboard.
Yep,
Yeah, that's it.
that's the one.
Hey.
In Utah,
Well,
in Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake
Yeah,
City,
nice.
Utah.
We were here yesterday as well, and we decided to come back. We needed one touches.
Someone's dungeon. That's lovely.
well, I was about to say it'd be Chris's almost spirit shop, really. He gets his caffeine and his cracked cardboard, so nothing more.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly, guys. And yesterday we had an absolute cracker. I was arguing with Christopher, as happens most days, and I went with a contenders box, and look what we pulled.
It's Chronicles, but anyway.
Oh, the Gids.
We pulled a giddy to
A giddy.
99.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, that gold standards. I still can't believe they put gold standard into Chronicles. I love that product.
I spent about 20 minutes saying how shit Chronicles was.
Of course
The
you
other
did.
one we pulled. Yeah, the other one we pulled here, which is pretty awesome. It's I don't know if you guys can see that. It's
Yeah. Is that all presidents?
and Martin Luther King Jr.
Ooh.
That's bomb.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So it's pretty
We
sick.
got a Michelle Obama.
Yeah, we got and I got a Mark Cuban.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, get out of here. Don't even try it.
Pretty cool.
We
And
just been opening different stuff, like we opened Skybox Superman today.
yeah, that was shit.
I like it.
But yeah, it's been a good trip so far, guys. We're actually in Utah. The plan is to open an office here for PSG. So
Yes.
we've been having a look around. We're looking at some buildings and stuff tomorrow. So that's pretty exciting stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, that's epic.
We're just showing some slabs to some random customers in the shop here, and yeah, they're all loving them, which is pretty good.
Oh, no surprises there, man. The slabs are what they are. They're epic. We've had some
Yeah.
great work by the design team and everything behind it, so it's always nice to see it getting appreciated worldwide.
No, 100%. It's really just the feedback and everything that we've had is pretty awesome. I think it helps that we spend a ridiculous amount of money in every shop we go in.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a habit. It's an addiction. It's better
I
than
was
gambling in
about-
Vegas, though.
Hey, that president card you got, is that all like cut from speeches or something? What is the actual memes in it?
It says on the back that it's cut from speeches, books, handwritten documents,
Yeah,
all that sort of
it
stuff.
looks like Barack and Martin Luther's is from
Books
a
or
book,
something.
but
Yeah,
it,
that's
like
sick.
Abraham Lincoln looks like
It's actually
it's
handwritten.
handwritten.
What?
Well, it looks.
That's
I
huge.
don't know if it is, but it looks like it's all called calligraphy style.
But I pulled a similar one the other day of Galileo, which was pretty cool.
Galileo? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, There's some real random stuff that we haven't seen.
I got in trouble because I started singing Galileo, Galileo.
Yeah. That came to my head.
Yeah.
I don't know why though. He gets upset with me a lot.
But we opened 3 golf boxes today, and we got a signed club head, like the driver.
Yeah.
It's actually been cut or manufactured off the driver, so it's metal,
Yeah.
and the guy signed the metal, and that's the
That's
insert
mad.
on the card.
Who's Sig?
Oh, a random.
It was a cool card, but it wasn't that cool.
Cool card, long player.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's all right.
That's standard. But we've seen some products that we haven't even seen in Australia before. The problem is that as soon as we buy it, we open it.
Yeah, well, I can't be surprised with you two hand in hand doing all that.
Oh, not hand in hand. Let's not go there. Yeah, there's been a lot of time spent together. I introduced him to the Cheesecake Factory today.
Oh,
One of the best restaurants in the world.
It was-
I think he actually agrees now.
It was actually good. In and out. I'm torn. I like the burger. The chips were pretty shit. But
Yeah, that was good. Though. You liked the animal fries, didn't you?
I was about to say animal style.
yeah, but the cheese, you can tell the cheese is like fake.
It comes out of a tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's half the specialty of it. Come
What was
on.
really good though was it Roberto's Tacos?
Yeah, Roberto.
Oh.
Roberto's Tacos.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
In Vegas, yeah.
Yes, I remember
It's like
Roberto's.
the size of your forearm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was about 3 kilos, I reckon, which is always handy at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Fixes the jet lag, put it that way. But we've got 2 more days here in Salt Lake City before we go up to New York City. We're going to have a couple of days off in New York, do a bit of sightseeing and stuff. I'll probably go to card shops, and then we're from there. We're going to jump in the car and drive down to Princeton for a meeting, and then we might going to probably pop over to Philly because we've had an offer from the Philly government to actually come and potentially open a shop, like a factory there.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So we're looking now at maybe having one here in Salt Lake and then one in Philly, just so we can service both sides of the country.
Nice.
That's huge, man. That is so good.
Sorry, go Stash.
Yeah, that's so good. Like to get that opportunity in Philly and everything on top of what you're doing already in Utah, man. That's epic.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We had one of the weirdest meetings ever today. That there's a big philanthropist dude over here, and he's a massive investor, and he wants to come and play, but he wants us to start trading cards at his purpose-built facility in the metaverse.
What?
There you go. Run that post.
Whoa.
I don't know what that means.
So my next meeting with him in the next few days is actually in his basketball stadium in the metaverse.
Yeah, that's actually insane.
Yeah, exactly. So we're sitting there going, yeah, right, about the NFT stuff and the fact that we can start trading this stuff in the metaverse. It just will take this to the next level as well. I don't think there's any other grading company in the world that's trading in the metaverse at the moment.
Nah, nothing that I've heard of. That's for sure. That's nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But do you want me to take you on a tour of what cardboard and
Yeah, get us involved.
100%.
Get us
Come on.
involved.
Come on, flex it out. We got to see it all.
see whether I need to be able to spin it? Hang on. So there's obviously the standard TV. You got like a little lounge area back here. You coming or you staying?
I'll start.
He's going to stay on the couch. And then over here,
course
you got
he is.
pretty cool. All of the different. You got some nice stuff up here. But this is only before we even get into the shop. So the back here, and then this is their break room in there with some stock. So then from here they go around, and here's the shop. So I've got a big couch. I'll try and get over this without falling over. And then yeah, you can see these cabinets of some amazing cards. And there's the boss man over there. Have a look. This guy was just in here a minute ago, and all this Marvel stuff. Minimum price on per card's around 12 grand.
Yeah, the PMGs, they've gone through the roof, especially the early year PMGs through Marvel lately. That's sick. What are they? Vibranium Raws as well?
There's a lot of different types of cards in here as well. Yeah, and then it goes just further around.
Yeah, that's
Nice and clean and Yeah, a couple of. Yeah, so it's pretty good. So it's a great
So-
shop.
Would you say this has probably been one of your more favoured like card stores since you got over there, man? Or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I reckon for sure. Hang on, let me get back to Krista. Was that Krista nicely on the couch? I'll join him.
Oh, wow.
Definitely one of the nicest.
Yeah,
Hang on, let me spin this back.
they're
Yeah.
very clean. We've seen ones with more product, and we've seen some that are, I wouldn't say messy, but there's just so much stuff, like those 3,000 count boxes.
Yeah.
Hundreds of them everywhere. And it's just so hard to go through. Like at Legacy in Vegas, I sat down and just was in the face with like an hour and a half.
Oh, dude, Legacy is huge. They've got tons of stuff.
Yeah, I would have bought how many Jordan inserts? You reckon?
20?
20.
Yeah.
I got three. What did I get today? 3 Longley autos,
3 long ones.
Hey.
2 on
Card
cards.
autos.
Yeah, just some random
You got a
patches.
Paddy Mill top 1.
Yeah.
You got any Ray Allens for me?
No, mate, they don't like old people. I already
Oh.
are.
I haven't seen many.
Luke Longley, calm down.
I tell you what I did pick up today was a Giannis signed jersey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I got that was pretty cheap, but it's sick. So there's lots of stuff here, lots to do. We're trying not to spend all our money before we get to national.
Yeah, good luck.
We're definitely spending our money before.
Yeah, we probably are. So we'll have to sell some cards so then we can make it through to Atlantic City.
Oh,
But it's all good, boys. We're going to leave you there because they're going to shut this shop up very shortly.
Yep.
no worries.
Doing it from here before instead of going back to the hotel. So
Easy.
good to see you all. Hope
Thanks for tuning in, boys, and thanks for the show and tell. Sorry.
Pug's going, guys.
Pugs.
He's a little bit lacking of the energy department, but all in all, he said he's good. He's as good as can be right now. So I think the biggest shock for him is going to be the change in his diet. But I mean, you know, he's a trooper. He'll keep soldiering.
I'll tell you what, we'll all do it as well when we get back.
We'll need to.
Oh, yeah. I the biggest thing for me is I need to not indulge him and buy him 101 snacks every day.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Blaming yourself.
Is that your
Yeah, basically. It's-
Hey, Liam, what's on the back of that jacket?
Let me just turn it around for you, mate.
oh, geez. Here we go.
Come on.
That looks like a real good brand.
Wow, I reckon that we
Oh, wow.
Oh, is that Hilfinger?
Yeah, that's
Hillfingerer.
Tommy. Yeah, that's Tommy. He's a good mate of mine.
We obviously pay you way too much.
Exactly. Yeah. And why does it say Hilfinger?
He's a good mate of mine.
Oh,
How's Rob going?
Yeah, Rob's doing really well. He's setting a standard each Monday that
Platinum standard.
That's Platinum Center, mate. It's written behind you.
yeah, platinum standard.
Taught him
No,
well,
but
left him with instructions.
yeah, no, he's doing really well. So we got goals every week now to follow and to reach, and yeah, just the way the meetings and the week's flowing, it's really good.
What are your goals this week?
To see your pretty face on a Thursday.
Mate, I know it's the best time of the week.
Yeah, it is. It's my favourite type.
Okay. It'll be like 2 a.m.
Yeah, I know.
Chris will still be up. He'll be having his double espresso.
So we'll catch up with you next Thursday. I hope everyone's fine. Keep safe, and we'll give you a preview live from the National.
Yeah, epic.
Sweet as. That'd
Jeez.
be really cool.
Whoa, come on, mate.
That was just aimed at
That's
Ziggy.
for Ziggy.
Okay, guys.
All right, gents.
Have a cracker.
Thanks, guys. Catch us.
Well, I got told they were here for the whole time.
Yeah, I
so-
thought they were here all night. So that's cut us a little bit
Yes.
short.
So I guess we'll follow off on the back of that. So
I wanted to know what the reaction was for Cam Smith.
yeah, yeah.
You know, the second legendary Queenslander of Cam Smith,
Everyone named Cameron Smith is an athlete.
apparently.
But yeah, so just on the back of that, we'll touch on the PGA in a sec. But the card stores, obviously, you've been over there many times before. Is there any favourites for you? Is there any better than the others, more approachable stores over there? Or
Look, there's probably, if we're talking about sheer volume of card store, I reckon, I don't know if they're going to get a chance to go through there, but I hope they do. Burbank in Los Angeles.
Yep.
That joint, I haven't been to their new location. Their old location, though, when I went there, they heard the accent, go, hey, come for a wander. They took me out the back. Their storeroom is a warehouse.
Right.
Like shelves and shelves upstairs, stories high, full of just cardboard count boxes. It's insane.
Really?
Like their volume is second to none, I reckon, from what I've been and seen so far in the States. That place kills it.
Do you want to get your phone up so I can read these questions?
Oh, yeah, I can probably get there.
I need to get my eyes checked.
Yeah.
So each Thursday, so next week is Nationals, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
it starts Thursday.
They'll be coming in live from the Nationals, so everyone tune in then because it's gonna be exceptional to see how big it is. You know, compare the pair from the Hobby Hangout to the Nationals and how much different it is. All the people signing, all the famous people there. So it's gonna be really, really cool to see and to delve into. And I'm very excited for next Thursday.
Dude,
I tell you,
that's literally on my bucket list. As far as a collector in the hobby, going to Nationals is one of the few things in life that I really want to do.
So that's on our bucket list. So
local card shop. What are you hitting us with?
it's back to front, cheap knockoff.
That's fair.
It's fair.
That's fair.
But yeah, so let's talk about. Do we have anything card news related this week? Have you seen anything out of the blue? Any big sales? Any new products releasing?
Nothing super major for me that I've seen this week. I know you guys touched on it last week. I've been watching a bit of that photogenic that's come out.
Yep.
That product is just spectacular. It reminds me of a lot of the old school, like the original Upper Deck Timeless Moments. They're using a lot of those great photo images. That's just super clean, super nice.
Yep.
What about you? Anything you've cottoned on to this week?
Cotton on to. So every time new cards come through the door, I always like to have a sticky beak, see if there's anything that catches my eye. And it was from local card shop actually. It was a submission, and those Marvel cards that came through. There was a gold 2013. It might have been gold foil Spider-Man card, or I'm not sure exactly what it was, but that one was really cool. It was like an acetate, you could see right through it. But yeah, that one, I like sort of weird stuff like that, like things you've been watching for all your life, and then
well, speaking about weird stuff, Mojo Chaser boys, which I know he is watching right now. They've put Christmas sweater patches in some of the RPAs in this year's National Treasures.
Really?
Yeah, I saw one only on the way to work this morning. I was like, surely not. 'Cause
Yeah.
that used to be one of the old Panini, like the Panini bonus pack things that do like the Christmas Day sweaters.
Yeah.
But no, apparently it's in some of the RPAs this year, which
Really?
is super strange.
Do you like that or you don't like that?
Oh man, RPAs to me, especially in NT, I want giant, chunky, thirsty
yeah,
5 break patches.
Yeah.
So, but if they only do it this year and it's a bit of a one-off, it'll probably end up being something a few people will be hunting down and sought after.
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure. I guess we'll go into sport this week because we love our sport here, and nothing's better than sport. So, Pugs doesn't like it. It's a cheap option.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pugs.
Yep, 100%. That's I was being political.
Yeah, but
Well
I think
done,
that was the price of it. Just you'd rather a signed or something on the jersey. But sport this week,
dude. Sacramento won Summer League.
Yep, and they copped a lot of flack for not taking Ivy, I believe it was, with the
earlier.
4th pick. But this dude came out and he was balling, dude. Whatever his name is, I forget his name, but he was like averaging 23 a game. He really set a new standard for Sacramento, and it's exciting to see.
interesting part I always say with Summer League is there'll be the interesting transition between seeing what they were able to put together with this young core early and if it translates when they get into the NBA a bit more physical.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like when I watch Summer League, it's kind of it's almost like a hybrid between the college game and venturing into the NBA. So it'll just be interesting to see a lot of these guys get out there. But I tell you what, once again, Gids showed what he's all about.
Yeah, triple-double.
Yeah.
He's unreal.
And Chet Holmgren is definitely showing up like promised.
The one thing that worries me with him is, like you said, the transition, the strength.
Yeah.
He got bodied a few times, and they moved him quite easily. So I guess it's a year in the gym, and then we might see his full potential.
Yeah, 100%. Look, he's not a solid bloke, but then again, neither's KD.
Yeah.
So if they work their
Yeah.
offensive structure to allow him better freedom and not get caught down in the block too much,
Yeah.
because his recovery blocks he got through Summer League were just gnarly, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's seen the highlights of him, but worth a peep of just his defensive efforts was sick.
Yeah. So Summer League's all wrapped up now. When does the season start for the NBA?
Season's end of October?
End of October.
Yep.
There you go. We'll go into NFL now because NFL's always changing for me. I got a message this morning from my family back in Cleveland, Ohio, and it's fantasy football starting now, and massive into me fantasy football. I've got about 5 or 6 different leagues. Wake up at 3 a.m. every Monday morning. I don't miss the games. NFL season's pretty much back on track now. They're in training camp, I believe. Hard Knocks will be interesting to see this year. I love watching.
Yeah, Hard Knocks has always been a favorite as well.
So
who's on deck this year?
I believe it's either Detroit Lions. I don't know if they've had it recently. I'm actually not too sure. I think it might be Detroit. So that'll be interesting to see. But
it's rare it's rare with Hard Knocks. You see, it's one of the premier teams going into the season. So,
my favorite was the Cleveland Browns one.
Oh, shock horror, guys.
So the saga still to play out in the NFL is the Deshaun Watson case. Being a Cleveland supporter, not too sure what's going to happen. The league's saying a year-long suspension. Other people are saying 4 games. You know, I'm predicting 6 to 8 games in my predictions.
I don't reckon he'll get more than half a season. The fact that he was able to get moved, the fact he got paid the money he did and everything, the case can't be that strong because the league would have never allowed most of that stuff for him to get out of Houston in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're probably, on the harsh side might be half a season.
Yep.
Quarter of a season on a good side, but he's definitely going to cop something.
Yep. And touching with the rookie cards this year in the NFL, it's going to be wide receiver heavy.
Oh, man, it's definitely an offensive side of the ball heavy this year.
Oh, yeah. Not quarterback really related. There wasn't too many quarterbacks taken.
A couple of tight ends, though, as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking wide receivers. So there was 4 wide receivers that went like 10 to 15 in the draft. And Jameson Williams out of Alabama, he's a really good player. You got the 2 Ohio State boys.
Yep.
So that'll be really good. Chris Olave, I think he's one to watch. He's that fast. He's like a Tyreek Hill-esque. So it'll be interesting to see with the NFL product. I don't know if the prices will be as good because there's no quarterbacks and everyone wants a young quarterback. But I guess we'll see. See in time.
Mind you, this offseason had a fair bit of movement.
Yeah,
so it'll just be interesting to see, week 1 through 5, how many teams kind of stumble, don't quite have that chemistry rolling yet. What's your feeling on Brady this year?
You can never count him out.
Yeah. He's Mr. Consistent.
That's my number 1 rule. I don't bet against Tom Brady in the finals.
Yeah.
Dad lost some money doing that. So that's my 1 rule. Let's touch on the PGA now. Awesome to see an Aussie get up in the Open. Very rare, very hard tournament to win. And he was like 6 shots back in the final day, and to go to score a 64 and then win it. It's unbelievable.
It's the second lowest score ever, and ironically ties Greg Norman for that second lowest of 64, which is insane efforts, man.
Yeah. So
Once again, I would hats off, but I got the headset. Hats off to Cam Smith, man. You done a killer job, mate.
it's going to be interesting to see what happens now, because that's the last time we'll see the big players in the PGA Tour for a while with the Ivy Tour. Apparently, they're offering Cam Smith $90 million.
I've heard even more now.
Yeah, so I was listening to the Pat McAfee show yesterday, and he copped some flack for people for saying that why would you stay with the PGA Tour? None of the money's guaranteed. You don't get paid. 100% I'd be moving.
Oh man, it's one of those things. Like, I think in any sport, you remember when rugby league ended up with Super League in Australia.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you're always going to have traditionalists and loyalists that want to stick with the program that's been there for hundreds of years. But you're also going to have the business people, the people that see the guaranteed money. And let's be honest, if I got offered $90 million, see ya.
Yeah, 100%.
That's life changing.
Guaranteed as well.
That's the biggest thing.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So nothing's guaranteed. Some people don't get paid in the PGA, and that was where the conflict is. But some people want to stay loyal. Some people have that traditional self in them, and I guess we'll see where it goes.
I guess the other thing with the PGA is I think it's really going to pull a lot of the international talent away from it.
Yeah.
Because the guys that live in the States that don't want to travel internationally and don't want to do the tours and just are happy to play in the PGA solely there, they'll probably stay put.
Well, it creates the question, doesn't it? All the big players out. Where's the audience going to come from? Because everyone turns on their TV to watch Dustin Johnson and all the big Rory McIlroy and all that.
Yeah, well, Rory, that's one of the names that you.
Yeah, so be interesting to see. I guess see how it starts, but then you got the it's coming to the end of the season or the regular season now. AFL and NRL wise, State of Origin's all wrapped up, so it's getting to the nitty gritty. And
Had to do it.
so we'll touch on NRL. You might be a bit more into NRL than I am, so.
Man, I watched the Broncos Titans game last weekend. It's funny growing up. Bronx was the only team I had.
Yeah.
But born Gold Coaster, have to keep an eye on the Titans,
Yeah.
and they are so close, man. It's like so many games they're within a try of getting over the line, but they've dropped 7 on the trot now, which is a little bit heart wrenching when they're so close. Like, I swear, I thought that Philip Sammy try was in.
Yeah.
I was gutted for the bloke because that looked like it was all in for all, and then good old Adam Reynolds walks up with the baby Bronx and gets another win under. So they've had some tough situations at the moment with people out.
I feel like that's always the case with the Titans. They're in it, they're winning, and then 10, 15 to go, that's like, I don't want to win.
Oh, hey, whoa! You can't. If you watched last week's game, you can't say that they were in it to the very death. But
don't worry, I'm the same in the AFL. I'm a heavy Carlton fan, very heavy.
That doesn't cover it. He's more than a heavy Carlton fan. He's a blue blood for sure.
Yeah. So, but I always keep an eye out for the Suns.
Yeah,
and
you got to.
Disappointing on the weekend, the Suns. They had a game that was winnable against Essendon. They're in good form, but to make finals, you got to win the hard games, and
100%.
It just weren't good enough again.
I still have to flash back to the week before.
Yeah,
Anderson after the siren boots it.
Wasn't that a good finish?
Man, I was ready to flip a table.
Yeah, Noah Anderson. That's the moment you dream of as a young kid.
It's the biggest after the buzzer bloody kick since Carmichael Hunt.
Yeah,
literally
Hunt.
since
We love Carmichael Hunt.
Yeah.
There's a few big results actually on the weekend. North Melbourne got up to beat Richmond, which is a cracking game of footy. Cam Zerha kicked 6, kicked 1 with a minute to go to win the game for the Kangaroos. And yeah, it's good to see the young boys, because it's hard to, obviously I'm not a North fan, don't really care for him, but to lose 100 points every single week, which is like what I do in my football comp, it's a tough gig. And Carlton's been there, done that. I've had about 6 years in my life of Carlton being on the bottom of the ladder.
Yeah, it's nice to see an upswing for you.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
give you that. I'll
Yeah.
give you that.
So hopefully we're within a chance in my football this week to get a dub, and there's 2 opportunities to do it. So we're gonna play Friday and Sunday, which is gonna kill me Monday. So I might take the day off. But yeah,
You heard that live, guys. If he's not here Monday, we know why.
I'm sore. I'm sore. So yeah, it's exciting time for the Australian sports. I believe the new AFL release of cards will be next month.
Yep.
So what that will be, I'm thinking maybe what was the
Last year, this time, wasn't it Optimum?
Optimum.
Yep.
So I'm thinking Optimum. Whether they change it every 2 years apparently.
Yeah,
so.
it rolls in and out now. It's with Select. It seems to be it'll be Optimum probably next year. I can't think of the in between. This is where I need a big wob drop. Come on, local card shop, hit us with the info. I know you know.
Come on, Big Wob.
Come on.
So yeah, it's everyone liked that Optimum last year too. It was a great product. And,
the mirrors, the Optimum mirrors in the like just the base cards as well as that dual auto set.
Yeah.
Those were killer.
Yeah. So yeah, the price of those were actually quite expensive.
And I actually told a lie. Of course, NBA Prism has recently come through.
Mm-hmm.
Now that stuff, I must say, I'm a fan. I find it interesting. They've done like a 75th anniversary parallel.
Yep.
Which is of course numbered to 76.
Yep.
But if you haven't seen them, check out some of the parallels of the 75ths. They're probably like if I was going to ever collect a single kind of rainbow set or a set of a parallel, they're just something different I haven't seen before.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
And I'm not a Panini man, as many people know.
Not a Panini man. We might start wrapping it up. Any last words from you, Stash Man?
Mate, I think the biggest thing is I'm psyched. I'm so if I could win Lotto this week, I'd be on a plane to go meet up with the boys at Nationals, because that would just be, that's like I said, life goals. That thing's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see it. Whether it's through the camera, of course, win Lotto. I'm putting it out to the universe. It's Thursday.
Yep.
Powerball's mine.
Yep.
Sorry, guys, I'm going to win it.
Yeah, so don't put a ticket in.
Yeah, just don't. It's mine.
Yep,
Done.
there you go.
Easy.
You're a 1 in 10 chance. Yeah, nothing from me. I just keep on keeping on here. Excited for the sport this weekend. Excited. Actually, I just want to touch on one last thing. The My Hero Academia new release.
Yeah. I might have had a nice card that you managed to spot.
So if anyone's unsure of what it might be, it's an anime. It's one of the most popular animes going around at the present time. So yeah, it's called My Hero Academia, and they've just released a Series 1 set.
Yeah, it's through Universes.
Yeah.
It's they've brought out Series 1. I believe the second set's just been released recently as well. But they've got, surprisingly, like most TCG style games, they've got secret rares.
Yeah.
But they also have a version called an extra secret rare, which is like an extended art, which this bloke managed to get his eyes on the other day.
Had a little look-ski.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
They're a cool set. So I need to pick myself up Naruto cards, that's for sure.
Dude, the old school Naruto cards, they're actually one of those things for sure.
I need to dive into eBay and get some. So that's on my agenda this week. And then sport, and then working. I just want to say a big shout out to the submission partners, JCS, Bazinga, local card shop.
Big Boss.
Mint.
Yep.
You guys have been fantastic in dealing with double coverage, and dealing with me over the last couple of months. I'm trying my best, and the communication's really good and it's really strong. So I just want to give a big shout out to the submission partners, and we have an announcement hopefully today that the submission partner portal is now ready. So I'm going to do like a screen recording of how to like log in, sign up, the features that it holds, and I know a lot of you that time was a big factor, so hopefully we've dimmed the time down a bit, and we can continue going this way forward.
And I guess the other thing for that is for our next big thing to look forward to is Hobby Hangout in Melbourne.
Yep. So
Which is gonna be
that
great.
is
21st of August.
August.
Yeah.
That's like a month away.
Yeah, it's literally a month today.
There you go.
Yeah.
1 month. Start the countdown now.
Get your tickets. See you in Melbourne. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, so we'll wrap it up now. Pleasure having you, Stash. It's
Thank you for having me.
It's always good to talk cards, and thanks to Chris and Brett for coming over from the States live and showing us how much fun they're having and we're not. So
Yeah, honestly, killing it over there, boys. I must say, especially when between card shops and food, I'm kind of getting my fill of everything I'm missing out on. So thank you, boys.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Well done with the posting as well, guys. You've been very active, which is great to see. And I think that's going to be PSG out.
Thanks, guys. We will see you same time, same channel next week.
Go black.